because in the past I've tried to unbolt these things and you can't get to the nut inside the lower control arm, and the rubber locks everything up. So just cut them off. This is about the 4th set of Swaybar links that I'm putting in this thing. You guys might remember I was at Dave's, what, like 2 months ago, and we put a what did we do? We did this box back here. You guys might remember this, right? Which we got to work on here next. So while we had the car up on the lift, the van rather, I noticed that one of my Swaybar links was busted. I was like, oh man. So I ordered a new set. What's interesting about this is this particular set is the longest set I could find on Rock Auto. And I don't know if it's the right thing to do. Again, this is the part number we started off with. I went with the longest one because of the lift that I have. You guys got to remember, I've got 3-inch body spacers. I've got the ball joint flip. I've got re-index torsion keys, which lifts the van up even higher. I think I've got about 7 inches of lift total, somewhere in there. And of course, to make all that work, we've got the track motive extendable CV axles. So listen, my recommendation is if you have a lift on your Astro van, get the extendable CV axles. I know I got the box around here somewhere, but you can find them. Track motive, they're the extended heavy-duty CV axles. Alrighty. See if we could do this with just rudimentary tools here, and should be pretty straightforward. I've done this many times before, as I mentioned. I do it like this. If the wheels are up off the ground, all this drops so far, you can't do the job. So you kind of have to do the job with the wheels on the ground. All right, let's see if I can eyeball this real quick. That's a big ass, it's a big hole. You know, I think I might want to try something that's probably not recommended. The hole, the top here is kind of, yeah, I guess that's how it's designed. Let's just do it the way it's supposed to be. Go. I'm getting filthy already. Oops. So I'm noticing here, come on, that's not a nylon thread, so we'll see how this goes here. I think I'll do it this way. I'm putting this stacked part on the rubber towards the steel on the, I'm putting it down here. Oopsie. Not a lot of room. We got a little issue here. Push that down. Okay, so I can't get the threaded part of the rod is not poking up through the rubber or the washer, so I can't get the nut on. You have to think this one out. Alright, this might not be the right way to do it, but you can see the difference in height here. This is the sleeve from the last set of Swaybar links that were on there. This is the new sleeve. I was happy that the new sleeve was longer because I thought that would give me more travel, but I clearly cannot get the nut on the top of the rubber and the washer. The bolt comes, the top of the bolt is right in here, so there's not enough room. I have to shorten the sleeve for that to work on the truck. Maybe it's not the right way to do it, but it's what I'm going to do. I'm going to shorten these sleeves because I only have this one here. The other stuff got thrown out up at Dave's. The other one, then I'll file that. Alright, let's see if this is going to work. You know, the funny thing is we're going to have to fit both of these at the same time, both sides, because I won't be able to lift this. But right now I'm just going to do a test fit. Just make sure I've got the room. And I got to tell you, without the washer, the thread is barely poking up. I might have to shorten these rods a little bit more. This is not great. I'm not happy about this. Yeah, there's no way. There's no way. All right, we're going to have to take another. Well, shit. See, when I put this on there, there's not enough thread poking up past this washer here to catch. At least I don't think there is. Nope. All right. Gotta take just missed it by that much. Remember the show that's from? If you do, we're simpatico. Okay. Third time's a charm. Maybe. Maybe, baby, I'll have you. Maybe, baby, you'll be true. Maybe, baby, I'll have you for me. It's gonna be close still. Oh, I think there's enough room. Oh, you. Oh, boy. Okay, we got it. We got it. Now I'm going to take this off. Leave that up there. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this all together on the other side. Because we got this is all together, right? In case you don't understand. We have to fit this side. Get that all poking through. Sorry, the mic's on the other side. That all has to poke through on both sides, and then I have to get the nut on both of them and get it started, then I can torque it all down. That new steering box up there. Well, I can tell you that something's off because on the other side, the threaded bolt pokes way higher than on this side. So that has me concerned. Yeah, see, now this doesn't want to catch. Okay, we got it. All right. I'm going to use a okay, so both sides are on there, and we'll get a better look at those in a moment because the next thing I have to do now is jack the van up and pull the two front wheels off to do the ABS sensors. I think I'm going to try to, well, you'll see that in a minute. My ABS light goes on and off, and it's happened after I was taking the wheels off, and I think all it is the ABS sensor on this side is dirty. So I'm going to take them off, maybe blow them out with some compressed air at the wheel hub assembly, put some dielectric grease in there and pop them back on. It's going to be a separate video after this one, so if you're interested in that, check it out. But that's it for this video. I hope you got something out of it. Very strange. I don't know. Maybe I wasn't supposed to do what I did, but I couldn't see any other way to get the nut to spin onto the bolt without shortening that shaft like that. And now it's the same exact size as the one I took off. I hope that'll be okay, because remember, one of them was busted on the other side. So that's why I had to put the new set on. We'll see how it goes. You know, worst case scenario, I was talking to Dave about this. If you do a lift, and actually let me ask you guys this, what do you think? You do the lift, you do everything I did, again, ball joint flip, the spacers, the re-index torsion keys, all of that. Like I said, I've probably got about 7 inches of lift. I think I got about 37 inches to the front of the fender, so you know, stock is probably about at 30 inches, so pretty good way to tell. In my brain, it makes sense if the bolt was longer, so maybe we just build our own kit. I mean, the bushings are here. You know, you could buy one of these kits. They're cheap to get the bushings, and then just get a longer hardened bolt and make your own sleeve with the appropriate length. And maybe one of you guys has done this already. If you want to tell me what that is, it's great, but we should be able to calculate what that length should be so it's doing its job properly, because when you think about it, the stuff we're buying is for the factory setup, which tells me that this Swaybar link is probably too short when you have a lift, right? There. So we should probably get on that. I guess that's going to be the next Astro Van Tribe thing. Maybe we'll put together Swaybar link kits for people you can buy. It's like we did the engine lift brackets that Dave's making now. You know, it's like Track Motive made the axles for me. Now you guys could buy those. Just like Fiberine's now making the bump outs for the van. Right, so you can sleep this direction. You got 6 feet 4 inches interior sleeping room that way. I mean, you know, the more we figure out this stuff, we come up with this new stuff, it's better for everybody, right? That's what the whole channel's for. So that's it. You guys have a good day. Be kind to one another. And ABS sensor cable thing cleaning is next.